and welcome to my channel again for another week of a video. A couple weeks ago, we talked about jobs and growing up and how it's just the worst thing ever. Unless you count like babysitting and dog sitting. I've only had one official job. And I wanted to talk about this job because I have some pretty good stories from this job. So for my first job, I worked at a pet boarding place. We took care of dogs and cats. They also groomed and stuff. I love animals. I figured this is the best place for me to be. I'm gonna go work at a pet place and I'll be with pets and animals. It'll be the best thing ever. I start working there and I'm like, oh yeah, this is really fun. I like this. Then I realized, wow, this is actually the worst thing ever. And I'm sure you all have felt this way, right? When you go to work, I really like this. On your first day of the job, you're like, I could totally do this. This is gonna be the best. And then as the days go on and the weeks keep going, wow, this really actually is the worst. I want to talk about why my job was the worst. So being around animals are not the cleanliest things on earth. Because they would board them overnight, I would have to like open up shop and go and let all the animals out. And a lot of times they would have accidents. I would get paw prints all over me. They would jump on me. They're so happy to see me. I mean, human after all night of being alone. And then there's just like poop and crap all over me. Get off me, please. My boss, so she had a pig that lived at the boarding place, and this pig was the worst thing in the world. I hated that pig. Lucy, come on. Lucy, come on, go outside. Lucy. Lucy. Come on, Lucy. Lucy. Lucy, come on. Ouch. Her name was Lucy, and Lucy is this big, fat, pot-bellied pig. And she would run around and she would get into things, and her big old nose snout would get into dog food and spread it everywhere. And she would pee, pig pee. It's like a freaking swimming pool. It's disgusting. It's so much. Like, how do you fit that much water in that thing? And it goes everywhere, and then it would seep down into the basement. Oh, we'll talk about the basement. It's not a fun place. And so it'd be like dripping from the ceiling. You're like, ugh, Lucy, you're the worst. We had to give her sunscreens. It is so hard to apply sunscreen to a pig. Have you tried? She's like, and you're like, shut up, I'm trying to make sure you don't freaking burn to death. So let me freaking put sunscreen on you. It is, oh my gosh, it was just the worst. You have to understand, this pet boarding place, it was in a really old house that they had turned into a store, but this house had a basement as well. My first day of the job, I'm like so excited, right? So they're like, okay, let me take you downstairs so you can do like learn how to do the laundry. They take me downstairs. I kid you not, it smelled like death. That place was horrifying. Really old house. The basement wasn't finished, so it was still like wood paneling, and it was still like all cement, and there was pig pee everywhere, and it smelled like dog poop, and it smelled horrible. Like, if any of you are looking for a place to film your next horror movie, call me up and I will send you there, because the basement is the scariest place on earth at that house. I hated when cats came in. Who are you, stranger? I hate you. I'm gonna try and bite your freaking hand off. We had a Satan's cat. She was terrifying. She would like growl at me, like the whole 9 yards. So scary. Hated the cats. My favorite thing though was when puppies would come in, because they're just the cutest thing ever. I don't know, like I know some of you out there are probably like, wow, Maddie, I could never do that. I couldn't survive if I had dog poop all over me. How did you do that? The one thing I did like about that job though was the dogs. I really got attached to them. I was happy that I worked there. It was fine. Now I want to hear like your stories. Do you guys work somewhere right now? Do you have funny stories? Do you like your job? Do you hate it? Do you want to quit? That's all I have for you today. Hope it was enough to keep you interested in the breath the whole time. Probably half of you clicked out of it real fast, but that's okay. If you're watching this right now, you made it to the end of the video. Good job. I love all of you. All right, well, I will see you guys next week. Bye.